Alright, yo. What's up, guys? We're gonna do some resume reviews and some job hunting advice and stuff like that. Anyway, so if you have a resume, you want me to look it over, it's down there. If you want to buy mine, links down in the description. It supports the channel. I'm not trying to like exploit it out, but it supports the channel, you know. Anyways, thanks for being here if you're here. And let me know if you got any questions about job hunting and stuff. Pull up my email and stuff. What's up, Nick? How's it going, dude? Kashava, what's up? How's it going? Pull this over here. Joshua, oh, what's up, dude? How's it going, man? If you want me to roast your resume, please send it in with the subject, roast me. Sydney, what's up? Salam? Salam. Hello from Egypt. What's up, dude? I worked at McDonald's. Can I be a senior? Of course, dude. Absolutely. You're a senior burger flipper. That's basically like at least a 25-cent raise right there. First time I got a notification on time. YouTube must be feeling generous this morning. Hey, from Chicago. See, what's up? Thanks for always being here. How do I go from applying to actually getting a response? I mean, it's the same way. I don't know what your resume looks like. I don't know what your cover letter looks like. Most of the time you get ghosted. Like 90% of the time you get ghosted. It's just a numbers game. And the thing is, it's not like sales, right? Sales is like you need like 3% people to buy. With a job, you just need one. Not a percentage, just one person to say, what's up? Advice for freshers in final year, you need a portfolio, fam. What's up with people with their photos and hobbies and resumes on LinkedIn? Yeah, they don't know what they're doing, I guess. Come on, what's up? AA, what's up, AA, Ron? Sam, PNW, Sam Pacific Northwest, how's it going? How long did you live in Georgia? Like my whole life, until I was like 20. Hi, Joshua, greetings from Argentina. Bienvenidos a video. I don't know, is it video? Have you ever worked as customer service agent? Not like a call center, but I've done like customer service. Will you review a high schooler's resume? Yeah, sure. Did I miss the Zoom dance? No. I started trading Stokes. Thought it'd be interesting to learn something new. Dude, I was driving to the gym yesterday, and you know those road signs that have the words on them that say like slow traffic or whatever? Someone hacked it and said Trump crash stonks. I tried to take a picture, but I went by too fast. It was hilarious. That's like a federal crime. Like you will go to big time jail. I've seen people change those signs to say like velociraptors on the loose, fugitives nearby. Anyways, do you review channels today or just resumes? Just resumes. Resumes, portfolios, doing reviews alone this time. I mean, HR's in the chat. Yes, this video in Spanish too? Alright, sweet. Vladimir, what's up, dude? I sent you something. Are you still balding? I think I'm doing okay. All right. You ever done psychedelics? Nope. Nope. Hold on. Check on link, man. What? I sent my resume. It says it on a stream. Send to grindreel@gmail.com. Best industry for customer service. I don't think customer service has a good industry. Probably the one that has the least interaction with customers. Based in the UK, looking for a job in AI field. Ken, new member, thanks for joining, fam. I appreciate you. All right, but this is a pretty good resume. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, it's gonna get roasted for sure. But let me blur out some details real quick. Let me answer some questions. Resume on link. Okay, I'll get there. Please be patient with me. Like, it doesn't need to be your resume for the things to apply to your resume. Do you check only resumes for devs? Nah, dude, you got a resume, send it in. All resumes kind of structured the same. I mean, a little bit differences based on the industry, but like, the idea. You don't need to be in IT. Why does Nightbot say you're live on Twitch? Because I haven't changed it, and I'm a noob, basically. Is this backwards? Yeah, it's backwards. Okay, hold on. My drawing pad is backwards. I sent it with roast me. All right. Found about your channel. You're really inspirational. I'm 30, not even close to your level. Hey, dude, I'm 32. I just work a lot. You'll get there. How to cover 5-year gap. Drug rehab, injury recovery, researching novel, travel. Yeah, don't. Just say I was taking care of my parents if you have to. Don't say the rest. All right, hold on. I gotta blur this out. You got your address. All right, please, yeah. Before you send it, real quick, why don't you take off your phone number and your address, stuff like that. We're not trying to dox you. That's not the goal of the stream, right? I'm doing it as a courtesy, but if I miss something, there are $80 courses on Udemy on how to work remote during what's going on. I'm in the wrong business. All right, here's the first one. Not gonna dox anything. All right, we're good. Are Europass CVs outdated? Europass CVs are a meme. They're hilarious. They give no information. As a full stack developer, I'm looking forward to exhibit acquired coding skills. What does that mean? Just say I'm looking for an opportunity as a full stack developer, with emphasis on having the ability to produce results as given an instructed time frame. And I'm enthusiastic and have career-oriented objectives. Why is this such a fat pen? There we go. Yeah, dude, like, you don't need this. This is not a summary. This is like an explanation. Just say, I'm a full stack developer looking for an opportunity in software development. That's it. That's all you got to say. Familiarity with hand coding. I don't think that's... All right, so you got a skill section, right? But it's bullet points. Skill section needs to be not bullet points. Skill section needs to be like skills, HTML. And then below that, be like Java. There's a bug in my room. And then below that would be CSS. And then above here, you'd organize it and say, you know, maybe front end. And then over here, you'd have, you know, back end, right? And then you'd have like SQL and like Ruby, whatever, right? You don't do it like this. You don't. Alpha says, want to be friend? No, we don't want to be friends. Get out of here. All right, let's see. No HR for resume reviews? I mean, she's got a job, dude. She got to work. I spent my last 2 years finishing a master's degree in software engineering. When I apply for the engineering positions, I'm not considered. Yeah, I mean, number one, you don't need a master's in software engineering, and they probably look at your history and they're like, you were a teacher and then you've got a master's in software. It doesn't mean you can code. Degrees don't mean you can do the job. Degrees just mean that you can do college. That's all it means. So you need a portfolio that shows that you can do a job. How do you plan to afford a plane? Yo, that's a good question, fam. That is a great question. I don't know. I don't plan to afford a plane. It's nice to think about. You know, maybe I'll finance it. If you finance a used old plane and that's in good shape, it's not so bad. It's like a car payment. But do you really want another payment? How's your dad? I don't know. He hasn't talked to me. When my dad doesn't need money, he doesn't talk to me. That's how it goes. And then when he does need money, he says, "You haven't talked to me in 2 weeks, Josh. Gosh." And I'm like, yeah, okay. I text you like every day for like 5 days, and then you just never respond, so I stopped texting you. And then when he needs money, he's like, hey, you never text me. I was just wondering, just thinking about you. I was like, oh, you want money? It's Thursday, right? Tomorrow's Friday. Well, no, I was just seeing how you are. Oh, by the way, can I get $100? And he hasn't asked me for money, so he hasn't talked to me. So things are good. I have a feeling that my dad, it's gonna be May 30th. And then he's going to talk to me. And he's going to be like, hey, Josh, I didn't ask you for money for like 2 weeks. And I'm going to be like, that's like $200, Dad? And he's going to be like, yeah, but like, I didn't ask you for money for like 2 weeks, Josh. Like, can you please just pay my rent? Oh, like, oh, so you didn't ask me for $200, so you want me to pay $1,300. Oh, okay. Cool. Anyways, have you heard of Kit Fox? Build your own bush plane for 40K. Kit Foxes are in super high demand right now. I think that price is a little up. But yeah, I just don't trust myself building an airplane. Like, I mechanical engineering degree, still don't trust myself building an airplane. Would rather let the pros do it. Okay. Developing page applications. Okay, hold on. Let me, I'm going to scroll back down some. I'm going to put the music back as well. Let's go here. How do I submit it? There you go. Review resume, please stop talking about pops. See, this is how you get banned. Okay. Let's look. Some of these things I don't really know what they mean. Let me pull this back up. All right. So it says participating in cold reviews of software. I don't know what a cold review is. Is that just a regular? What's the difference between a cold review and a hot review? Ability to work in small and large teamwork environments. That's expected. That's not a skill. Improving the way information is delivered through responsive and adaptive. Okay, that's not a skill. That's something that you do at a job. So you can put that bullet point if you did that at a job. Developing web services. Again, yeah, just put REST. That's a skill. Capability of developing an application utilizing service-oriented. All right, so SOA would be the skill, not the sentence. High-end modern applications in Django and Flask. Oh, so you develop high-end modern applications in Django and Flask, but you don't provide any links to those applications for Django and Flask. So to me, the proof. Where's the proof? This is a lie. If there's no proof, that's a lie. Excellent communication and leadership skills with the ability to be depended on by an entire team. That's expected. That's not a skill. Unmitigated discipline and management of time to provide evolvable and maintainable code. That's not a skill. That's expected. Ability to keep up with trending UI patterns. That's not a skill. That's expected. Encouraging manner of translating advanced technical concepts to non-technical team members. That's expected, not a skill. Easily adapting a new technologies and can transfer applications made with old ones to new. That's maybe a skill. Great content. Atlas Astro, thanks for being here, dude. Does it say cold review? I mean, you can't. Look, I can zoom in for you real quick. Look, it says participate in cold review of software. Yeah. All right. General education development diploma. That's usually not worth a lot, so I would take that off. Continuing education towards a bachelor's degree in computer science. Yeah, that's not how you format education. So what you do is you put BSc, you put college name there, and then you put the year that you expect to graduate. So like 2021. And that's it. That's all you do. Bro, what should you put on your resume? Soft skills are important too, you know. Actually, no. Soft skills are important, but you just can't prove them. That's the problem with soft skills. Anyone could put, I'm a team leader. Yeah, dude, you could take all the classes in the world about being a leader and being a great project manager, but you need the proof in the pudding. How you gonna put proof in the pudding about being a team leader on your resume? Putting I'm a team leader does not make you a team leader. You cannot prove it. Soft skills are unprovable unless they meet you in person or unless you got quantifiable metrics to back it up. Like if you say I'm a project manager and I over-delivered, under budget, and like before the deadline, and here's how much money we saved, that's how you demonstrate soft skills. You don't demonstrate soft skills by just putting, I'm a good listener. That's expected, bruh. Noise. Oh, 1,000 huffs. Dude, you always hit me with 1,000 huffs, dude. Thanks, man. I just seen your highlighted messages and was ignored. Where's the refund button? What? Bro, you donate to the channel because you want to donate to the channel. You don't donate to the channel because you like want something out of it. Like, I do my best. We'll get to it. We'll get to it, Ken. I appreciate you. Thanks for the donation. Should you work at a web dev agency or actual big company? Web dev agencies are dev shops. That's what they're called. All right, let me go back. I gotta scroll down a little more. Oh, that's about it, actually. Okay, hold on. $1K Huff is $285. Yeah, dude. Every little bit. All right. So here's the work experience. Has worked for the last 3 years on different projects as a freelance web developer. So the thing is, you don't have any, three years of different projects, yet you don't link a single project. We need links to your projects. In fact, you need a project section. Your whole resume is just bullet points of sentences saying that you have skills, but you have no proof of these skills. We need links. We need links, fam. Has worked 3 years on different projects as a freelance web dev. Well, we need links. How much do you bench? I was benching the 110 dumbbells for 6 reps. What was it? 2 days ago? It wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. Also, you got to put customers. You got to put dates. You know. Kindly tell me how to submit the resume. You have a home gym? Nah, I go to the gym. What are the odds of you becoming a mad scientist in the near future? I don't think I'm smart enough for that. Probably not very high odds. Jaden, yeah, that's it. Where'd I put my previous projects? I have mine and my website. Yeah, you make a project section. So you need to take the skill section and you need to shrink it down to be like that big, right? So that would be skills, like that. And then underneath you'd have skill, like that, right? And then you'd have another section right here called projects. And then underneath this, you'd have project number 1, project number 2, project number 3, and then you'd have a link to the project, a link to the project, and then underneath you'd have a little bullet points of what you did. Does that help? Every gym's closed where I'm at. Flying today? Not today. We have winds expected to be gusting at 40 miles an hour. So, no, I would probably die. How can I share it? Just send it to the email, grindreel@gmail.com. Need a link to your GitHub. Yeah, I think links to the GitHub are important, but links to the GitHub can also be a meme. Like if you have job experience, your GitHub doesn't mean anything. You want to know why? It's because your job is going to make you make a new GitHub account, and it's going to make their repo private. So like you're going to have lots of work experience, but nobody's going to be able to see it, so it won't matter. Biggie beat. Yeah, then you're good to go. 5 Canadians. Thank you, super duper OG. What is your best advice when quitting your 10-year job for YouTube? I hate where I work. I felt lost here for so long. Content creation is what I love. All right, so you can make money as a content creator without being monetized on YouTube, and that's just by utilizing the traffic that you have on your channel. So you put links in the description like I do. Hey, go buy my resume template. Links there. Hey, there's an affiliate link for an Amazon thing. You need to have cash flow before you quit your job, basically is what I'm saying. But you don't need to be monetized on YouTube to make money off YouTube. What's the difference between a skill and something being expected? Seems pretty confusing to me. Can you clarify? Sure. So think about it. I should have said a job skill. Think about a job skill. Kind of like think about when you're in school, like you're expected to listen to the teacher, you're expected to complete your homework on time, you're expected to do all of these things when you're a student at school. It's the same thing at a job. They're going to expect you to do your work on time and hit those deadlines. They're going to expect you to do the task to the best of your ability. They're going to expect you to raise your hand and ask questions, right? Like those are not soft skills. Or like they're skills, but they're expected of you, right? This actual skills is the technical bits and pieces, the JavaScript, you know, the numbers, the metrics. Does that help? If I've worked on non-disclosure projects, how am I supposed to put it in the CV? That's what you say. You say, you can check my GitHub, but I've signed an NDA, and you'll not you'll not you won't find anything. Like I can't, like legally I'm not allowed to tell you what I worked on, but I have work experience. Please just give me a code test. So you basically just ask for the code test. Job skill. What up, dude? How would you assess a company's financial stability to decide if they're stable enough? Ask for the burn rate and the cash flow. So if they're making $100,000 a month, but they have a burn rate of $99,000 a month, that's probably not that good. Profit margins. Ask for the profit margins. All right, let's go back to another one. Again, so just like everyone wants to send in their resume, but like all of these things are universal. Apply them to your resume. Doesn't have to be yours specifically. Oh, somebody said roast me. It's 2 pages, a little long, but well, we'll get into it. Can you please tell me the roadmap of a junior remote PHP dev? What should I expect? Wait, what should I have except CV and portfolios? Open source contribution? Open source contributions are a plus. It depends on the company, though. The roadmap of a junior remote. I mean, you just apply to remote. It's difficult. Plus 1,000 huffs. What if you have all soft skills? Then SOL? Yeah, that's like the hardest part. That's why you need portfolios. Portfolios of projects demonstrate your technical skills. Soft skills are just like they're in the interview, but you got to get to the interview, and you're not going to get to the interview if you don't have portfolios usually. All right. Let me pull this back up. What skills programs are useful for data science? I'm not super sure. It's not my thing, but like Scala is really good. That's what they like. All right. Business. What is it? So first of all, we don't know what the section is. I think this is your skills section, right? But you should add the skills there. Business, product management, enterprise software, customer interview. I'm not sure what customer interview means. I'm not sure what business intelligence is too vague. That means different things at different companies. Product management means different things at different companies. Software, Trello. That's not. This is more like agile. I would say agile. Agile software. Adobe Creative Suite, Excel, it's a blow. Google Analytics, that's good. Design thinking. It means different. It's too vague. User experience design. Yeah, but we need proof. User interface design. Where's the proof? Mobile design, HTML, SQL, Python, Amazon Redshift. Ken, thanks for the $1. We appreciate you, Josh. Keep doing what you're doing. Kyle, thank you for the 10. You didn't have to do that, man. I appreciate you. Can you zoom in, please? Sure. Sorry about that. I don't know how to move. Whatever. So this is your company name, I'm gonna assume. Dude, I like this. All right, so here's a look for a cross-collaborative team efficiency increase by 40%. Now we don't really know how you measured that, so it seems a little bit bro science. How do you measure team efficiency increase by 40%? Does that mean 40% more tickets done, or like I don't know? That seems a little. It's like saying I raised my positivity level by 30%. What does that mean? How do you measure that? You know what I mean? So like I would say 40% more tickets, 40% more calls answered. Like what does that mean? 40% more designs than last month. Like. Does HR lady have a YouTube channel? Nah. So we're moving on to 2 pages now. We need to get this down to 1 page. Okay, yeah, so here's the main issue. So I'll go back 1 sec. Here's the main issue, I think. You say that you have user experience design and user interface design, mobile design. Yet, when I scroll down this resume, there's nothing here. There's no links to anything. Nothing. What are channels, though, which an ad-free website can make money? What? Oh, you got to sell something. I finally didn't know where the push-ups. Okay, look. We'll get to them. I published my first YouTube video. Got 100 views. I feel kind of bummed about it. I spent a lot of time. Any advice? Yeah, dude, I spent a lot of time on videos that I think should get millions of views. And it happens to me too, man. Like, don't feel like, stop worrying about the views. You got to post because you want to share your message, not because you, like, you got to do it for you. Like, yeah, people will come, but like 100 views on your first video is a lot. Most people get like 2. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really good, actually. You got to keep posting, regardless of views, until you get momentum. You got to do it for you because this is what you want. Yeah, you want people to hear the message, but you know what I'm saying? Bye, Dad. Thanks for the stream. Brandon, thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate you. Why is stuff with code the most commonly high-paying jobs? There should be more than that. Yeah, because the other stuff, I dare to say, is easier. Or the job is just not as fun. Favorite part of Utah? The point of the mountain. So you need links on here. You need a section for links. Also, again, so like what's going on here? Like, you don't have this separated. Like, you need sections. You gotta section this out, right? So that would be your experience, and that would be your skills section, but you need like examples of your portfolio. But only with the new member. Thank you for joining, sir. The HR lady says, why are you not on stream? Or Gerton. How's your dad doing? I don't know. Thanks for the videos and advice. Hey, I appreciate that, Kai. All right, let's go back. Let me pull up another one. Nicholas, does that help? Hope it helps. Brandon says, I love you, that is all. Hey, thanks for that email. Well, we got one in here. Kyle says, I'd love for you to review it. Okay. I'm just making sure there's nothing that's going to dox you. I don't think I need to blur anything in here. All right, yeah, sure. Let's talk about it. Let's look at it. Let's zoom in a little bit. You need like a little summary, and like I assume that you put your info up here, because right now you like typically you'd have your. Well, I'll just draw it for you guys so you can see it. All right, so this would be one link, and then you'd put your LinkedIn here, right? So your LinkedIn link would go there, and your website will go here, right, between those lines, right? And then you'd have your name, Kyle, whatever, last name, and then underneath you'd be like software engineer looking for opportunity. Something like that. And then another thing is you have your skills way down here and a bunch of white space. Oh, you took those out? All right, gotcha. Put your skills section up at the top. Skills above everything. Skills above your education, skills above your experience, skills. The reason is because the first thing HR does when they pull up your resume, this is the workflow. All right, look, I'll walk you through it. All right, we've just received an email from a potential candidate. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. Our job that we're looking to fill requires JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and some AWS. All right, so let's jump in and look at this right quick. All right, we can see here. Oh, wait. I don't know if he has JavaScript or HTML or CSS or AWS. Hold on, let me look around here. I need to. Where is it? See, you see, that's what happens. You like. You're making them look around. They're trying to keyword match. They're trying to keyword match. They need to see immediately if you match the job description. That's what they're checking. They're just doing a one-to-one match right away. And they can't do that if it's not in the right order. HR lady doesn't sound like that. Yeah, HR lady sounds more like that. I gotta get into character. Milan with the new member. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. All right. So here's the thing about this. Little pro tip here. If you watch these, you already know. Take this off. The reason is because I know I can assume that you were 18 years old in 2010. And I can assume that you were 21 probably, 2014. Right, so I guess how old you are now. Does that make sense? So you gotta move these skills up to the top. HR lady voice. Okay, let's go back. Let me find some more music real quick. Hey, if you're here, you enjoy the advice, it helps you, maybe leave a like. I'd appreciate that. Wait, was that you talking or HR? Keyword match. That's so stupid. Why not use a script for that? Pretty sure it'd be cheaper than hiring a useless recruiter. Because the devs don't post the jobs. HR does. Josh, isn't looking for opportunity obvious and expected? Not really. Looking for opportunity. Sometimes people say, "Hi, I'm a software engineer with a background as a musical performer, and I used to do opera before that, and then before that I lived in Arizona with my cousins, and then after that I went to California to try to get my feet wet in the Hollywood scene, and then it didn't work out." Like it's really not obvious. People start giving you their whole life story after saying, "Hi, I'm a software engineer," in their summary. It's real weird. Real weird. Where should I drop the resume? It's right there. How often do you do the stream? I don't know, like once a week. I stream every other day, but this stream, like maybe once a week. You guys seem to enjoy it. Yeah. How can I build a portfolio with Java? I don't really know. That's why Java's trash. Just kidding. Everybody's gonna get mad. No, I don't know. I don't know Java. I'm sure you can build some stuff. Chris, I love your spirit. Thanks for that. Thanks for those 5 Canadians. How should you market yourself when applying for a job inside a company? There's not really a way to market yourself inside a company. The only way to really, I guess, promote yourself inside the company is to go into your manager's office. You just go in there and you say, "Sir, I brought some Listerine. How do you feel about the word gargle? I'd really like to move up in the company." And then just unzip his pants, and then you'll be good to go. And that's how you move up in the corporate ladder, right? It's not about merit, okay? It's not what you know, it's who you blow. We all know this, all right? So there's really no way to market yourself inside a company unless you've just been sucking that the whole time you've been there. Sorry. All right. You just gotta, it's based on who you know. Spring MVC, yeah, that's true. All right, Chris. Oops. That sounds like Wayfair. Love the content, Raj. Appreciate you, man. Mind if I link you the channel? We'll do that in a different stream. How do you do that remote? I mean, you just get their address and you send them things. Sounds like a plan. All right, Chris. Let me blur some of your info here. If you send the resume, take off your phone number, right? Like I'm gonna do my best to get it off, but like if I scroll down or something and it's like there, I don't want to dox you, you know? I'm doing my best. It's all we can all do every day. I feel like Bob Ross with this pen. Happy little stencils. Okay. Since you don't like Java, what do you like? I like flying airplanes, man. That's fun. That wasn't the answer you're looking for, probably. I'd like to submit a portfolio review. I would just take out the details. Alright. I think this will work. Alright, so let's look at the summary first. You can see this is really long. There's a lot of space for a summary, but let's read it. Innovative and detail-oriented full-stack back-end developer. That's pick one. Pick one. Full-stack is back-end developer. So I would just say full-stack, because you can do back-end if you're full-stack. And if you're applying to a back-end job, then just say back-end. But if you're applying to a front-end job, put full-stack. If you're applying to a full-stack job, put full-stack. Does that make sense? Experienced in gathering client requirements, creating and executing test plan strategies, identifying and fixing bugs and defects, and ensuring on-time achievement of client deliverables, knowledgeable regarding a wide variety of programming languages, frameworks, libraries, and software. Effectively prioritizes competing demands in a fast type. Okay, just like that's it. This first sentence: innovative and detail-oriented developer with in-depth experience developing application features and improvements. That's it. Everything else, take it off. Put that in a cover letter. That'd be my 2 cents. Feedback and comedy. What's not to love? Hey, thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Thank you for those 5 quid, as they say. Good luck with the pilot's license. Sean, appreciate that, man. Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. I think this is fine. Except, okay, yeah. You're missing the skills section. Skills section goes where the education is. So take the education, bring that down there, and then change this to be the skills section. Again, they're doing that skills check. They're doing that one-to-one skills check for keywords. Thanks for all the tips, Josh. Chris, I hope it helps. Hope it helps all you guys. Like, you can take these same tips and apply them to your resume. Education at the bottom, right? That's the checkbox. And what do you do what do you do at the end of a checklist? All right. Oh, he's got the skills. He's got the work experience. Summary looks good. All right. Now, does he have a degree? Like, in that order, that is what they say. Now, all right. Everything looks good. Now, does he have a degree? Right? It's a checkbox at the end. So you can think about that. Like, put the education down there at the bottom. It's the checkbox at the end. No big deal. You gotta work on those straight lines, man. Well, like, the pad is kind of like, it's to the side, so I'm like drawing towards my, it's not like how I normally write. Why'd you remove the link? No, I didn't remove the link. That's fine. Like, this stuff up here is fine. I just didn't want to dox him. All right, let's go back. Josh, it's so dial J for Josh. So current artist is Sarah the Instrumentalist. I believe who's playing right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna dox anything here. Been working in UX for 5 years, have no formal education. I'd like to find a new company to work for, but I can't answer questions about it with a long rant. Christian, thank you for the 10. I mean, as long as you have a portfolio, UX, UI is all portfolio. You don't, it doesn't matter if you have no formal education. Like, who gets to decide what art is good? Your art teacher can't tell you some art is good and some art is bad. They don't get to decide. Art teachers and creative spaces, nobody gets to decide what's good except the audience. Like, just go look at Jackson Pollock. That dude just splattered paint on a wall, and everyone's like, oh my god, I have to own this. This is amazing. Dude literally just took his paintbrush, dipped it in the paint can, and flung it against the wall. Nobody, like, formal education in the creative space like that just doesn't mean shit. Nobody gets to decide what art looks good. Your customer gets to decide. The company gets to decide. Not your education, not your art teacher. None of that matters. You know what I'm saying? What do you think of Steel Panther? They're pretty funny. What was the music? Look, I'll type it. Sarah. That. Let's go back to this. You got personal website. That's good. That should be up at the top though. Tools used, Java, that looks good. Everything else looks good, right? So just flip-flop technical skills and education, and then you're good to go. This man got me a .NET job with his templates. Seriously, guys, they work. Take this coffee, Josh. Hey, chocolate guy, appreciate that, man. Thanks for the support. The double support, because if you bought the resume and you're donating another $5, I appreciate that, man. Private work can't post portfolio. Oof. Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to say then. Why do you always put text in the thumbnail that's the same as the title? Why is that good? Is it necessary? When should I do it? I always do it. Why is that good? Because sometimes people look at the picture. Most of the time people look at the picture and not the title. Or they look at the picture and then the title. But if my title's in the picture, then it saves them time. I'm all about saving time. Isn't accessibility a metric for UI? Yeah, but you don't learn accessibility with a formal education. You learn accessibility by doing it. Appreciate your advice. Uriel, thanks, man. Appreciate you, man. $4.99. Thoughts on diversifying your content? Making tutorials for things related to coding. That's not my thing anymore. I'm more like career advice. Like, here's how to get a job. Here's what you should do when you're in the job and realize. And then also, if you don't want a job, here's why doing your own thing can also work for you. I'm not, the coding is just the tool that that's just my thing. What's your opinion on professional developers not springing for a $12 domain instead of showing off a Heroku app UI? I don't think that matters. I mean, it's kind of actually a double-edged sword. So if you're paying for a domain, I mean, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Nobody cares. If you're paying for a domain, they might think that you're trying to do it as a side hustle. Whereas if you have a Heroku link or a GitHub Pages link, they're like, oh, okay, this is just a portfolio that's free and hosted. There's a ghost by your curtains. My window's open. What job portals would you recommend to search for a 100% remote position? Here, look, I'll pull some up right now. Let's look it up. Did you apply to get the 100K YouTube button? Yeah, it's in the other room. I kept it in the box because if I opened it for like, I left it open overnight and it just got a bunch of dust on it. And I was like, okay, I'm definitely not hanging that up. I got to put it in like a case or something. How's it going, Taryn? Hope you're doing swell. I'm fluent in another language. Is it any benefit to add it to my resume? Katya, so if you're in the US, only add another language if you know that company does business in that country that you know the language of. So like, if your company does business in China and you're learning Chinese, or you're like can kind of speak it, put that on there. In Canada, yeah, put French because Quebec. In Montreal. In the EU, yeah, put your languages. But in the US, I would say only put the languages if you know that they're going to expect you to do business in English in the US. If you know that your company has headquarters or is international in certain specific countries, then put it. I think people mix up accessibility with good design. Yeah. Patreon link is broken. I will fix it after the stream. All right, so here's two remote sites. So here's where I went. I got some interviews from here. I never got a job from here. I got my jobs from Indeed and Stack Overflow, but I got a bunch of interviews from here. So yeah, I'll link this one. This is We Work Remotely. There you go. They got some pretty good stuff. Right? They got customer support, full-time contract, whatever, and then remote okay, right? Just scroll down. HTML specialist. We still don't know what that does. Maybe that's SEO. I think I roasted this. I'm pretty sure I roasted this job. Dude, I roasted this job in like 2 videos ago. Oh, anyways. Whatever. There you go. Yep. There's no harm adding it. I think if you can add it, you can add it if you have space. It's just not gonna make a difference, really. It's like hobbies. It's if you want to work for a startup that does photography machine learning, right? It might help you if you have a hobby in photography. Yeah, add photography to your resume. Be like, I'm interested in that. But if you're gonna work at a rock climbing startup that's manufacturing some Bluetooth thing, don't put that you're interested in photography. It doesn't make any sense. How am I supposed to make a WordPress site when I need a domain name and hosting? Yeah, so you can Pantheon.io. You can make a free WordPress account there. And it gives you a little hosting and URL and all that stuff. Yep. Okay. Let's go back. Working on a new skit. How's the collab with Captain Sinbad? Like we can't really meet. Like we can't travel, right? So the collab is a dream. I could text him. I could text Captain Sinbad. Oh, my phone is charging. I could ask. Is it windy over there? Yeah. Yep, that's why I'm not flying today. Super big gusts. 40 miles an hour gusts. Like, hope it doesn't. Okay, let's pull up another one. Oh, I had one pulled up. One moment. All right. Here's a nurse resume. Oh no. All right, we got some formatting things. Definite formatting things. Do I put the job description under both care manager positions even though they're basically identical? Not sure if that says too much. All right, so let me share this with you guys. So you could see, make this bullet points. No one's gonna read this. I mean, they will because clearly you have a job, but make this bullet points. This is really, really hard to read. Do you guys agree? What if I have too many projects to add? Just pick your top 3. What was the most corporate cringe thing you ever had to do yourself? Stand in a circle on a Friday at 5:30 when I wanted to just go home to cheer some girl on who was quitting her job to do real estate, which now I think she failed and went back to that job. And it was, I don't know, there's more corporate cringe stuff. But this is really difficult to read. We need to put this in bullet points and just put Times New Roman. I mean, anything but this. This looks like you put it on a typewriter. But yeah, so you wanted to know if you like. So typically you leave the company that you worked at. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, so if this is a new company with the same job description, then you need to put bullet points. But just like put 3 bullet points here and 3 bullet points here. They know you can do both, but just make them. Yeah. Does that help? Where's HR? She has a job. She can't always be here. I think she's in the chat though. We got I got so many. I'm just clicking randomly. I'm sorry if I don't get to yours. Just take the tips and apply them to yours. Come on. No. No. Oh, God. Okay. Thanks for sending it in, though. Hold on. Only believe. Thanks for the support. I need an example for a good summary. I'm a software engineer looking for an employment opportunity. That's it. Short, simple. So from Pantheon.io, it's all free until you want to publish your site. Now, you can publish it. You can publish it. It just gives you one of those crappy, like, mysite.pantheon.123.com type deals. What the heck? What is going on right now? Streamlabs is losing it. I don't know what's going on. Ignore Streamlabs. It's a bot. Alright. Streamlabs just doing what it wants to do. Okay, so you need a skills section right here. Here. Right, so both of these jobs, you have redundancy. You used HTML here and you used HTML here. Why wouldn't you just have a skills section where you put HTML? Right? Shorten that down. Same thing, you got SQL, right? Yeah, you get it. So take the skills out here and put all of your skills section here. Obviously, you're going to need to create space. You're going to need to create some space here. 50 euros? What the heck? Hey, thanks, dude. You didn't have to do that. Holy smokes. Wow. Thank you for that. And for the Rons, the 10 Rons, I don't know what those are, but thank you for that. Top 10 anime battles, Josh versus Streamlabs. I'm going to just take Streamlabs off one day. Holy smokes, dude. 50 euros. Thanks, man. Everything else looks fine. As a member of a small team of developers, don't put that. Don't put that. So don't put how big the size of your team was on your resume. This could deter them from looking at you. They might say, oh, we wanted someone who's used to working in a larger team and you've only worked in a small team, so no. Like, it's stupid. It's a stupid detail, but now if you're in the interview and they say, now have you worked in a larger team of developers? You'd be like, oh, yeah, right? Like, nobody, this is a detail that you don't need to tell them. Don't give them any more information than they need to know, like, if you can do the job or not. That's it. That's all there is. A full stack web developer looking for a more focused backend role. Okay, so I would reverse this and I would say looking for a role with more of a backend focus. That's hard to read. That's like 100k Huffs, bro. Dude, that's true. I don't know if Huffs is still here, but hey, thanks, Mr. Face. Dude, you didn't have to do that. I appreciate that, man. Like hanging out with the streams. In the streams. Hey, dude, I'm glad that you're here. Do you have a code I can use? Check the spam, Michael. It should be there. It's like randomized. Should be there. Alright, let me go back. Music just running out left and right today. All tracks. Oh, there we go. Okay, alright. This song sounds like a meme. Sounds like a Vine video. Alright, let's go back. Where should I start to learn code self-taught? Free Code Camp and the Odin Project got you covered. That's where I would go. The following points are the achievements I made during my time as an independent. Yeah, they already know that. This is implied. Take that off. I don't know what a tutu is. It's probably a UK thing, right? That's probably a UK thing. That's fine. Miscellaneous. Personal web projects written in Rust. Where? Where? We need links. Learning to speak and write Chinese. This nobody cares unless this has something to do with your job. Or like maybe the person that's reading this is also learning Chinese. Volunteer for the boink. I don't know. They'd have to know what these are. They're not going to take the time out of their day to find out what these are if they don't know. Does this help? All right, let's go back. Why are you looking confused? Yeah, I know. All right, yeah, sure. This is fine. So this is from Jules. So I guess you're in France. France? I guess it'd be France or Quebec. What version of Calendly do you use? Just the... Do they have different versions? I guess I have the premium version. Keebs and Trees, hope you're doing well as well. Thanks for being here. It might be weird, but you're keeping me motivated. You guys keep me motivated, honestly. It goes both ways, so I'm glad I can help. Alright, let's jump back into this bad boy. You can see... I don't know if this is a design choice, but I'd capitalize that, and I would take off intern. Just put developer. So the reason that you don't put intern is because that they're just going to lowball you. It's silly. It's a silly detail, but they're just going to lowball you. Is it lying? Your title doesn't reflect what you did at the job, right? Like, what's the difference between a junior developer intern and a junior developer, just a junior developer, like skills-wise? Nothing. What's the difference in the pay? Like 50%, right? That's titles don't reflect what you do. If you're both doing the same job, one's getting paid less than the other, why would you put intern on there, right? Like, always put the title that reflects what you did at the job. What does intern mean? How does that separate you? Does that just mean that you are working part-time? Well, then put that you are a full-stack developer part-time. That makes sense? We're not trying to, like... Yeah, okay. If you want to submit a resume, there's a link in the description when I'm at this page, but it's on the bottom when I'm on full cam. All right, so you have a web. Is this a web section? You should make that a section, a little bit easier to read. Desktop, scripting. You could do web with C#. You could do web with Python. I don't know. So maybe think about the organization of this. HR lady and mod. Spanish intermediate could help. During this internship, I would say during this position. Should I buy a degree? That's what you do when you go to college anyways, bro. That's just regular college. That's just what you're doing. You're just paying for a degree. You're not paying for job skills. Okay. I would say make these bullet points. Keep it simple. Always keep it simple. Also, yeah, done during my technical degree here. It doesn't matter. Like, unless it's like a job that it shouldn't matter done during my technical degree. Like, the company shouldn't care, really. How's the pilot training? It's going good. I haven't flown since last week. Today, can't fly because it's too windy. if we don't put the word intern, they can think we have a job gap. No. Education job gaps don't count as job gaps. Like a job gap is when you have one job to the next. A job gap is not I graduated and now I'm looking for a job. That doesn't count. That's everyone's first problem. Like they recognize that, but like it's your job to stay basically 100% employed for the rest of your life until you die. It's pretty silly, honestly, because like imagine wanting to go live life. That's an official status. Okay, so clearly things are working differently in France, but my advice would apply to people in the U.S. Sent one, Mr. Fluke. Yeah, dude, I'm just clicking on what I see in the email. I'm not like. You could take all the tips and apply them to yours. Nothing proprietary about this here. Josh resume review claps 3 times. I got you. You got your phone number on here, bro. Let me take that off. I think the font on this needs to be changed. Just if you're watching this, change the font. It's hard to read. You're missing a summary. You don't need to put that. All right, yeah. So I'm already reviewing it. All right, yeah. So let's jump in. I'm a video editor. Most experience with corporate education. I want to start freelancing. Don't know how to get started. Got any tips? Go to people's websites and look at their websites, and then say, like, send them an email saying why they need video content. Should I mention that I transferred to another college? No, nobody cares. Low-key, you're more responsive than Josh? Dude, we're looking at your resume right now. I just don't want to dox you. That's all. Alright. Hold on. This red pen makes me feel like a mean teacher. I'm gonna change to blue. Okay. Alright. So, come on now. All right, so you don't have to put expected. You don't need to put expected if it's in the future, because they will interpret that. So you can take off expected. Just leave May 2021 there. Minor in mathematics and physics. This doesn't matter unless you're applying to a physics-based position. Nobody cares about your minor. So like if you have a degree in business and you want to apply to computer science jobs and you have a minor in computer science, yeah, leave your minor in computer science. But for the most part, this doesn't matter. Also, your education's at the top. Put this down at the bottom. Put the skills go up here at the top. On top, use name, LinkedIn, GitHub, websites, PH, no PH. Personal summary, but yeah. Josh, next time put your email on your forehead. Got it. Spoken languages. These might help you, but probably not if you're applying to jobs in the US. Unless the company, again, is doing business in these countries. That's good. This is good. Could you link it? You should link it. You should link the website that you work on there. All right, take this off. This is where your resume stops. This is where your resume stops. Time to start putting projects. This is the reason I say that is because it's too unrelated. That's all. Like your Kroger job is too unrelated. Help create a new subdivision retail store to win first long-term online transactions. Boost the sustained customer service. Yeah, like I don't. It's too vague. I don't know what you're doing. Take that off. Everything else is fine. And instead, fill that space with projects. Thank you. Let me go back. Yeah, okay, so that's what we'll do. That's how we'll fix it. Okay, hold on. So this is the resume, right? You have this is the thing that I told you to take off, and this is your projects. So instead, just remove this one in its entirety, like you don't need it at all anymore. Bye. And then move this up. Keep your awards on there, whatever. But just make it one page by removing this one. I think that would fix your resume. Skills or projects go up top. Skills is first, projects is next, experience is that. But okay, well, skills is first. If you have a job, experience after that. If you don't, if you've never had a job, projects. Do you announce these live streams up front? Nah, I just. Bro, you against corporate world, but you review resume. Yeah, for sure. You want to be an entrepreneur, you should probably work a job first. Otherwise, you're just gonna sell me essential oils. Okay. I think that's it. I just want people to recognize how corporate works, and I don't think people are being told like the actual. Everyone's like, you know. I don't know. Just don't buy into the hype, dude. Don't buy into the hype. You're not like. If you're gonna call me company family, then you're basically never allowed to fire me ever. Otherwise, don't call me family. Otherwise, don't say we care about you. Just say, here's your paycheck. Thanks for doing the job. Hey, thanks, man. All right. I think I looked at this last time. That's cheating. I looked at this last time. If you have time, can you review my resume? Sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is good. This is good. This is a good example. This is a good example. Needs work, but it's a good example. Let me blur this info real quick. Yeah, you got like your address and everything on here. You should put your phone number. Don't put your address on your resume because people will look up where you live and they'll see that you might live in like a rich neighborhood and they might start assuming things about you. So don't put your address on there. But the reason that they do require an address is because they want to make sure that you're not homeless. That's why sometimes homeless people can't go get a job. Like if you see some homeless person on the road, right? You're like, just go get a job. Like when they're applying to that job, they have to put their address down, and they don't have one, so they can't get a job. And they like verify it and all that stuff with background checks. It's really, but also, if you apply to a job and you have an address, don't put it on your resume. Do it later during the background check. Lambda isn't in Canada. Lambda isn't in Canada. Yeah. Should I try calling local companies to see what they're looking for? Yes. What if you live in the hood? Yeah, people start assuming things about you. If you live in the hood, they might think that you're not, like, you don't have reliable transportation. If you live in the hood, people might think that you got bullet holes in your car or something. Like, it's stupid, dude. People assume stuff based on the information they can find about you before they even talk to you. Yeah, if you're from a poor neighborhood, they assume the same thing, right? Like, oh, this dude's got crackheads living next to him. I'm not gonna hire him. Like, it's kind of like guilty by association type deal. If you live in a super rich neighborhood, they might think, oh, this guy's got too much money. There's no way he'd ever work for our money. Just put your phone number and your email. Maybe city, state. That's about it. Okay. I'll make sure you're not gonna get doxxed. Yeah, sure. Even becoming a pilot for fun or as a career? For fun. For YouTube. What about a video series about building good company culture? Examples of companies with cultures you like. There's not any companies with cultures that I like. If you have to go to an office, that's not a culture that I like. I'll never make a video about let's build a good company culture. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter what your company culture is. Just say, hey guys, do your job. Try not to be dickheads to each other, and yeah, that's it. Thanks. There's your money. Do your job. Whatever you do in the meantime, just don't be jerks. Get it done. All right, that's a good company culture to me. I don't need a safe space. Like, I don't just. If you don't like it, just tell me. I don't know. I don't know. And again, this is why I don't have a job. Because I'm very, like... I'll call you out, basically, right? They don't want that. They don't want that. Jared, I'm becoming a pilot for YouTube. Kind of as a passion, not as a career. Alright, let's jump in. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. So you don't actually have to write that out. Also, this formatting is kind of weird. Built team that one computer science semester. This doesn't matter too much. Your portfolio holds more weight than awards, honestly. But yeah, you don't have to put Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. You could just put BSc CS, honestly. Shorten that up. Associate in Science and Computer Science. This doesn't matter. You already have a bachelor's. You could take that off. If you have a bachelor's, then basically by default you have an associate's, pretty much, unless it's in something else. If it's in the same thing, yeah. You don't have a job, but give job advice. Yeah, I mean, I know how to play the corporate game, dude. That's what my whole channel is about, playing the corporate game. If you work at corporate, play the game. If you want a job, play the game. You go get some resume review advice from some other website. Pay $300 to get some random person who doesn't know or care about your industry $300 to say you have a comma where you should have a semicolon, okay? All right, and then also this formatting needs some adjustment. Like, dude, I'm gonna give you the real advice. I'm gonna tell you how to play the game. I'm gonna tell you how to break the rules, not the law, but the rules. It's okay to break rules. I know nobody's gonna tell you that, but I'm gonna tell you it's okay to break rules. Sometimes people might get upset. Most of the time they don't. Trust me, dude. I know how to play the corporate game. And that's what you have to do. And I just want you guys to be aware of it. Okay, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Oh, let me go get another light real quick. Hold on. Josh, I sent you my resume an hour ago. Okay. Your idea for culture is, here's your paycheck, be nice to everyone. That doesn't really work. Yes, it does. 100% it works. Let me do my job. Give me my money. Don't make me do stupid corporate events. Don't make me do things like mandatory. Always ask me if I want to do something, right? Like, allow me to work from home if I want to work from home. And if I do want to work from home, don't guilt trip me for it. Don't say, we haven't seen you in the office lately. How are things? You know, that passive aggressive BS that companies like to do when they offer work from home and you take it. Hey, we noticed that you've been working from home a lot lately. Well, yeah, you offered it to me, so I'm doing it. So, well, but we miss you here in the office. No, you don't. You just want to micromanage me. Like, be nice. Like, just don't be a dick and do your job. And whatever you do in the meantime, as long as the job is getting done to the satisfaction that you expect, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. There's no need for these stupid fun and games. There's no need for any of this stuff. If you're the type of person that feels the need to socialize, go socialize outside of work. I think you missed my donation. Thank you, dude. Where's the instructions? Send it down there. It's right there. All right. So you have a past internship. This is just a job. That's just a job. So you just put a job. That's just experience at that point. Consistently earned 5-star reviews. You gotta do more than that as a help desk technician to get a job as a programmer. Do you have a Discord? Yeah, links in the description. Those sound like your own personal preferences. Those policies wouldn't really scale well for mid to big size organizations. Guess what? That's why I don't work in mid to big size organizations, nor do I want to run one. I still think that you could allow people to work in their, like, you could be in a big organization but work in your own little sub unit, right? So I feel like if you're at a huge company, your manager and your little squad that you work in should be its own autonomous bubble, and that should be your culture. There shouldn't be a huge overarching company culture. And besides, that's how it works anyways. That's just called cliques. That's why all the developers don't want to hang out with the sales bros, because the sales bros are usually loud and obnoxious, and the developers just want to be quiet and do their work. It's just, thoughts on the YouTuber Clever Programmer. I don't have any thoughts. Don't think about Clever Programmer. Really? Not really. All right. Programming projects. Ooh, tell me more. Hold on. You said you use DaVinci, but you own Premiere Pro. Yeah, DaVinci runs better. Renders faster, it's got better options, does more in one package. I use Premiere Pro occasionally, but very. I don't own Premiere Pro, I own the Adobe Creative Suite. And I use After Effects and Photoshop and Audition, so. Alright. My girlfriend wants to become HR. Would you recommend any websites to learn online, or must you go to a school to get a degree for it? If you want to become HR, well, HR lady can answer that for you. She's in the chat. Just HR lady, can you @ Ken, please? Thank you for the 10, Ken. All right. So, design shape classes to make BMP pictures from text file. Design. Okay, so you have projects, right? But there's not a single link to any of these projects. Create a personal website. You don't even have a link to your personal website. We need a link there. Design a Cards Against Humanity hosted by a bot. I'd be careful with linking a Cards Against Humanity project, because that could be offensive to the wrong person. Collaborate with a peer to develop the logic for a color logic puzzle. Where's the link? We need links. Give me links. So this is the programming projects and your skill set. So instead, you should just have a skills here, and then you would have C++, HTML, CSS, JS, SAS, and that would be like program. Yeah, you get it. You get what I'm saying. Is DaVinci Resolve free? Yes. If you've been previously employed in the adult entertainment industry, should you put that on your resume? The bus drivers here. Are you, by chance, the Bang bus driver? Because if you are, you should probably not put that on your resume. How to get visa sponsorship in Europe and Canada? You need a job to hire you, basically. Thanks for being honest about playing the corporate game. I mean, there definitely is a game. So here's the thing. Then you can't even opt out of not playing the corporate game if you have a job. Like, you can't just be like, well, I'm not going to play the corporate game. If you're not playing the corporate game, you're getting played. There's no opting out. Thoughts on Ty Lopez? I don't know. Probably the same as you. Went through full stack developer bootcamp, 10 plus projects, been sending them to more than 30 jobs. Got ghosted on every single one. Been at it for a month. 30 plus jobs is like nothing, dude. I applied to like 100 in a job. Or in a month. 100 in a job. 100 jobs a month. It's really nothing. 30 applications and no response is like nothing, dude. You got the handwriting of doctors. It's this pad, dude. The opt-out is being self-employed. Nah. I'm playing the other side of the game. There is no opt-out. So like if you're employed, you either play the game or you get played. And if you're self-employed, you're just playing the other side of the game, except I just don't have any employees that I'm playing. So yeah. Opt-out is not self-employed. It's just playing the other side. I'm the boss now. You want a new desk lamp? I can send you one. I don't have any plugs. So the reason that I use these tiny little lights is because they're battery powered. Getting played is sad. It sure is, and you'd be surprised how much sadder it gets when people defend themselves getting played. Well, they gave me the opportunity to pay my bills. I should be grateful for them for giving me this opportunity. Okay, cool. Good for you, dude. Just recognize that you're giving them the opportunity to make way more money than they're paying you. It goes both ways. All right. Refreshing. Hold. Would you like to review a great developer? I'm sure you'd be stunned. Nick, send it to my IG. A desk lamp connects to my laptop through USB. Can you link it? I'm proud to be a toaster. Yeah. Yep. You're missing a skill section. Bro, what? Okay. Okay, so Jeffrey, if you're here in the chat still, I'm kind of going to roast your resume, but I want you to... It's all in trying to help you. Okay, so don't get upset. Josh, what's up, brother? Dude, what's up, Mike? Yeah, the video that I made yesterday about the Indian companies. Everyone's like, it's actually really normal for us to feed each other cake by hand at birthdays. And I'm like, okay, I mean, it could be here too, if that's like at a wedding, you know, people do that, or like when it's your wife or your girlfriend or your husband or boyfriend, or like maybe your mom or dad, maybe, but not your boss. Like you don't feed your boss by hand, you don't feed your coworkers by hand. And I think some of my Indian bros here in the chat could also agree that feeding your boss by hand is a little strange. Like, but the feeding cake itself is not strange. But like your boss, I don't know, dude. I don't want to put my hand in my boss's mouth. I'm pass on that. Okay. All right, so this is the entire resume, by the way. I have pending projects for college and in an internship. Along with that, I have tests in a week for which I haven't studied. I feel like curling up and crying. Go study for your test, dude. Go study for a test. Don't worry about your internship. There's always going to be work. There's always going to be work to do. The internship that you're working at right now is the least of your problems. Go study for your test. Get the degree. You can always get another job. There's always going to be jobs. All right, so yeah, anyways, take the education, put it at the bottom. Another thing that you're missing here is a skills section. There's not a single skills section in here. And it would be my question to you, which is, why did you go to college if you didn't get any skills? Because there are no skills on this resume. That is what I'm curious about. Got a whole degree, but no skills. Because otherwise there would be a skills section, right? So what did you learn? What can you actually do with information systems and supply chain management? Information systems, you should have some sort of coding in here. You should like PHP, something. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, like, why'd you go to college if you didn't get any skills? Because earned a cumulative GPA of 3.83. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares unless the company values GPA. But like a good GPA, congratulations, dude. You can take tests and you can complete tasks. That doesn't mean you can do the job. Doesn't mean you have the skills to do the job. Like, nobody cares about GPA. Take your GPA off. Nobody cares. Unless it's a big company that's like, you must have a GPA that's 3.8 or higher, all right? Whatever. Then they care, obviously. But most companies, I don't care. Not a whole degree. It's it's a whole degree. What skills would you write down for help desk jobs? Like customer service, that's one. Like you gotta, like any software that you use is a skill. Team viewer, that's a skill. Yeah. Everything else looks fine though. Internships might care. Yeah, but you don't apply to internships. Internships are a meme, dude. There's no difference between an internship and a junior dev job. Like, internships are going to be way more difficult to get into, number one, because they're trying to get a college person that's still in college. They're going to pay you no money. And they're going to be super saturated because everyone in college thinks they have to get an internship first. You do not have to get an internship first. Just go apply to jobs straight out of college or in college. It doesn't matter. Internships are a friggin' joke for people who don't know any better. Unless it's like, a FANG internship, because that's like an actual job. They pay you like actual job. All right, let's go to the next one. Gap struggling developer. Let's look at it. Oh, wait. I already looked at that one. How to find a right job according to you? Most of the jobs that are decent are pretty vague. Like they're vague. Like for like a front-end developer, like a good job for a front-end developer, the description would be like, can do JavaScript, can do React, HTML, CSS, job responsibilities. This is what you'll be making. You'll be taking designs and converting them into functional React components. Please contact us here. They'll just be really vague and they'll be really short. Most good jobs descriptions are vague and they're short. The ones that are garbage are the ones that are like 5 pages long and run an entire IT department. Daniel, thank you for the 10, dude. You didn't have to do that. I don't even see yours in here, Daniel. Yeah, dude. I typed in Daniel Stockham and I didn't get anything. Nothing. My girlfriend is applying to software jobs. Roast her. Yeah, we can do that. Here we go. Yeah, this is fine. I put a little summary here, right? Just a little dot that says software engineer, blah 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 blah. Skills. I was gonna say skill level. Skills up at the top. That's good. Fluent in French and English. Excellent communication skills. That's. I guess you could leave that. It's fine. But here's the part here's the part that you don't get to count. You don't get to count this as experience. You don't get to count going to school as experience. It doesn't. That doesn't count. You cannot count going to class as work experience. You can't do it. It's not allowed. You're gonna get laughed at, dude. This is why companies put entry-level jobs with 4 years experience. You want to know why they put 4 years experience for entry-levels, fresh college people? They're like, how do I get that job with 4 years experience? It's because people claim college as experience. People claim their 4 years of college as job experience. Your school is not job experience. You cannot put that. Stop. This is why companies do that garbage, because people are like, I have 4 years experience. Oh, you went to class for 4 years? Well, it's experience. I learned the significance of English literature in the 18th century. You don't get to count it. It has nothing to do. It's not job experience. What do you prefer? Working a job, owning a website? Both. Making equal money. Yeah, to own a website, dude. Why would you not want to be the boss? Your teacher can't fire you. Actually, they could kick you out. They could say that you cheated. It's a boot camp at Harvard, not a school course. That still doesn't count. You don't get to count education as work experience. This is a separate section. This would be education. Also, you said developed 3 projects on GitHub. No. You don't get to do that. You don't get to put on GitHub. That it sounds so entitled. I have 3 projects on GitHub. Go find them. That's when you put that. When you put that, people are not going to go find it. Like, I have a bunch of amazing projects, but they're on my personal website. Bro, nobody got time to go hunt these 3 unnamed projects on your GitHub. No one's going to do it. You got to link it. You got to give it to them up front. You can't say, hey, I have great things. Go find it. Can't do it. It's not allowed. All right? You're wasting their time. I didn't do it. People did this to me all the time. They're like, hey, I have personal projects. You can find them on my GitHub. I'm not going to go to your GitHub, dude. Link them to me. I have 500 other people I have to look at today. Don't make me go hunt. Curtains being funky. I got the window open, fam. It's sunny day. Got the window. See? There you go. The capstone projects count as experience. Not as experience, but you could put them as projects. The reason that we're going in so hard on this is because you told me to roast it, okay? We're not trying to be mean, but you told me roast. So that's what we did. Hold. And then down here you have other projects? I'm so confused. Josh, what if hornets get in? I don't know. I got a flip-flop. That's the best weapon for hornets and bees is a flip-flop. Yo, that does look... See, this is why I'm not flying airplanes today. You see those curtains? The windows open like this much and they're losing their mind. What's escort? It's a way of being taxed. Non-IT person here. What's the person for GitHub for job hunting? Yeah, non-IT, don't put your GitHub. You don't have one. It doesn't make a difference. All right. So down here, so you say, I have 3 projects on GitHub. Yet, in the projects area, you have 2. And are these different than the 3 projects up here? So would this be a total of 5 projects? We don't know. We don't know. Can open source contribution count as experience? Depends on the legitimacy of the open source. Honestly. Where do I put hackathons? It depends on if you've had job experience. Hackathons, maybe if you built a project at the hackathon that you could link to. Put hackathons in your project experience. Why no more Twitch? I do stream on Twitch. I'll probably stream like some IRL on Twitch. If you guys want to go watch me on Twitch, go sub. All right. Who else we got in here? We got Felice. Wait, what? You sent me a whole email too? Okay. The questions that all right, maybe we could share this. Maybe this could help a few people here. Yeah, I'll just answer your questions. Okay. Do you want me to resend it? Give me a subject line to search for, Daniel. Can you see this? All right. The questions I ask myself the most. Should I write something like self-taught developer, like at the very beginning? No. Just put developer. Software developer. Don't put self-taught. Nobody... It shouldn't matter. Honestly, it shouldn't matter, and the people who think it matters are boomers. Okay? Okay. Honestly, if they were a good boss, if they were a good employer, why would they care about where you went to school unless they have some pride or ego about the, you know, like the college name or something? If they were a good employer, they'd be like, yo, are you doing the job fantastic? Are you making me more money than I'm paying you? And now you're making me even more money? Yo, dude, that's great. Like, doesn't matter. Just put software developer. Should I remove the MD and medical experience? They might think you want a lot of money. Instead of leveraging freelance experience, should I talk with one of the companies and write the CV as I work all the time there? Should I do the skill part differently? I haven't got there. I have described some of my projects in the CV. Is that okay? All right, let's look at it. Y'all ready to look at it? Let me... What type of projects do employers like to see on resumes? CRUD projects. CRUD. Create, read, update, and delete projects. Use OAuth. Use Facebook to log in with a website. Be able to add a comment and delete a comment, edit a comment, and boom. Now that's every web application out there that exists, pretty much. And that's all they want to see. Can you integrate an API? Cool. Can you do CRUD? Cool. Can you do like some SQL queries? Cool. All right, you're good to go. My resume, have at it. Got it. Yeah, I'm not going to dox you. Okay. Yeah, so this has to go away. Does competitive programming help? It only if the company thinks it does. I see many people doing it deliberately to get a good job. If the company cares about competitive programming, then great, it will help you. But most companies are going to be like, oh, so they might think like you code outside as a hobby all the time. That's cool. That might help you do the job better and make us more money. That's literally going to be their thought process. They're not going to say, oh, you're really passionate about code. They're going to be like, oh, this guy codes all the time. So chances are he's probably just going to be really good at his job and make us a lot of money. Like that, they don't care. But if they say, oh, wow, we value competitive programming and believe that's a core value of our company, like, no, very rarely. How do you dumb down your GitHub project? I would say a Raven's Iris. Probably just use try to fit your project description in 5 bullet points that are like 2 sentences each. All right, here you go. We weren't crushing leak code problems all day. Turns out development is just following patterns. Yeah, exactly, right? Turns out development is nothing like doing algorithms and leak code and hacker rank all day. It turns out like you sit in meetings and talk about why you moved the button up here to the left rather than the bottom right, like the UI person asked you to. That's welcome to code. All right, so experience as a developer, experience as a doctor. This is not going to translate very well. You honestly, experience as a team leader. All right, so first of all, this is not how any resume should be structured. Skills that can be potentiated. I thought that's what this is for. So all right, so how do I, hold on. I can't, there's no point in me trying to fix this resume. Just go rewind the stream and look at some of the previous resumes and structure it like that. Instead, I'm just going to pull up the whiteboard here and I'm going to, oh my God, can we not? Okay. I'm just going to show you how a good resume is structured. Here we go. Is this going to work? That's not, that's an eraser. Is this going to work? Okay, cool. All right. So here's how you structure a resume. Name. Summary. Up here you have link number 1 to GitHub. Link number 2 to your personal website. Link number 3 to your LinkedIn. All right, so there you go right there. Dang it, I can't draw straight lines. All right. So then here you have a skills section. And then you have front end, back end, other. And then underneath you list your skills for front end, back end, and other. Like that. And then you have a next section here. Now it depends if this is going to be your first job, you need a projects section here. All right? And then you put your project, little descriptions, but make sure to include your links to those projects. Right, and then below that, you would put your education. And that's it. That's all it really comes down to. Oop. There goes my light. Now, if this is going to be a different job, another job, you probably don't need my... What is this? I just want to erase. Really? Whatever. Anyways, so this would be your experience section. So then you'd have job 1, job 2, and job 3 there. Look my mom on YouTube. Edward, what's up, dude? Like that. This is how you structure a resume. I don't know how to move up. Do I just drag this around? Okay. Dang it, I don't want to do that. Oops. Anyways, you get it. This is how you structure the resumes. Just like this. As a beginner, how can I make money and how to start my first projects? You should say, how can I make a project that adds value to someone? 39 back at university, career change. Our career center's advice seems bad. Just need to meet the internship requirement. Going to look for a job instead and get them to sign the paperwork. Do it. That's how I do it. Thank you for the 10, by the way, Tucker. What if you have experience and projects? How do you arrange that? Yeah, so it would be experience first and then projects underneath that. And if it's your first job, projects up here, experience under that. That's one heck of a pyramid resume. Yeah, I know. I can't draw very good. I'm sorry. Josh, should I skip the education part when I finish the degree? No, here, look, I'll draw it again for you guys. Hold. Dang it, it's still here. I just want to... How do I get a new page? No, that's a sticky note. Is there a way to clear this? How do I clear this? Why is this so difficult? Clear canvas. Oh my god, okay, cool. Rainbow pen? I don't want a rainbow pen. Okay. Alright. So, anyways, name. Alright, little summary. Got link number 1, 2, 3 up there, right? Okay, here. Skills. Right? Other. Skills. Cool. Now it's another section here. So if it's going to be your first job out of college, you're going to put projects like that. I can't write. projects. Project number 1, 2, 3, and then below that, experience, which you probably don't have a lot of. And then below that, you put education. And then you're just going to put this is how you format your education. You put degree, school, and then you put the year that you expect to graduate right there. And that's it. Don't forget your links to your projects. Like this. Does that help? It's kind of messy, but pyramid resume suspicious. How does one establish a business to write off a business expense? Do you actually need income generating business to do this? You can business expense things, but you'll be writing them off as a loss. And if you take a loss for too long, the IRS is going to be like, hey, bro, are you just business expensing things to pay less taxes? Or are you actually trying to run a business and you're writing off things at a loss? That's why multi-level marketing is not considered a business by the IRS, because 99% of people take a loss. So the IRS doesn't let you business expense the products that you buy from your multi-level marketing. It's yeah. About summary, how many sentences? 1 sentence. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you want to, so my resume is linked down there in the description. You could go buy it. It's literally what I just showed you. It is that. So if you just want a template and you don't want to make it yourself, you can go buy that. That's it. That's all the shell I got. What are projects? Things that you've made, personal projects, like websites, like little applications, games, whatever. Doesn't having a skill section make it harder to know which skill is used for which project? Or does that not matter? No, so when you provide a link to your project, you link to the GitHub page and you link to the demo, which is hosted live so they can directly interact. On the link to the GitHub page, in the README, you provide the skills. You think a single-page resume is still good at 15 years? I love the fact you called BS in the industry. The fun is gone. Discovery is a unicorn. Yeah, single-page resume all the way. Just start like dropping off your super, like the job history that you had like years ago. Just just put like 3 jobs on there, like your most recent 3, but don't make it go over a page just to add all your other positions. Because like if you worked 20 years ago doing COBOL programming and you're applying to a web dev React job now, like that job's, it's related in the fact it's programming, but it's not really related, you know? Like, don't just make your resume long to make it long. Online certifications are a joke because there's no way to proctor those certifications. Clicking next until you get to the certification doesn't mean anything. The only certification that means anything is when you pass that code test that you get in the interview. Review mine, please. Okay. Oh, I was gonna do Dan. I gotta do Daniel first. All right, got it. You left your phone number on there, Daniel. But sure, let's look at it. It's 420 people. Holy smokes! I haven't looked at the view count the whole stream. I try not to. Kind of makes me freak out sometimes when I see like the viewers like drop off, you know, and then you're like, oh no, people are getting bored. I need to be more exciting. You kind of get in your head about it. So I just don't look at the view count. Where do you put your GPA in your resume? You don't. Daniel says, oh boy. Yeah, here we go. But let me take your phone number out first. And your email. And your Bitbucket ID. And your personal website. Okay. And maybe, no, your name's already in the chat, doesn't matter. Okay. This is a really crappy job at censoring, but I did enough to where you guys can't really meme him. All right. Helping enterprise companies manage their client-facing sites and implement technical solutions to reduce cost or enhance their revenue. Why would you put or? Why not both? Why not and enhance their revenue? Why would you only be able to do one or the other, Daniel? Tiny little mistake there. Oh, not a mistake, but put and. But honestly, implement technical solutions. What does that mean? Like, what kind of solutions? Technical solutions. What are they? Are they going to be basic bitch solutions? What is the other option besides technical solutions to complex problems? Like, are they going to be basic bitch solutions to ratchet ass problems? I don't get, like, what would it be? Like, it's just kind of like corporate jargony, you know? Maybe think about that. What do you think about a flashy resume? A flashy resume doesn't mean that you can't, or that you can do a job. Software developer, take that off. Take that off. Always put the job title. Here's the thing. The company gives you a job title, but you should never put that on your resume. Put the job, make up your own job title that reflects what you did at the job. I'm sure some of you guys have been IT help desk technicians, yet here you are making web pages for the company, right? Then you're a web developer. You're not an IT help desk technician. Put a job title that reflects what you did. So also software developer doesn't mean anything. It's just going to mean that you are not the highest paid software developer, right? Yeah, I mean, honestly, why not put software developer 3? Make yourself look more prestigious. Why limit yourself to software developer 1? Stop focusing so much on job titles. It doesn't matter. Nobody's going to do this. Nobody's going to ask you about your role. Software developer 9,000 on my resume? Dude, I mean, honestly, you might even make them laugh at that point. Yeah. I think your bullet points are good. I'd probably just maybe pick like 3 or 4. Like, this is too many, I think. All right, so we've learned that you implement technical solutions, yet we have no skill set that tells me how you can implement those solutions. Let's find out on today's game show. Let me go back and scroll down some. Yeah, there's not a single skill section on here, dude. I'm not gonna dox you, but I'm just gonna hold on. Look, there's not a skills section. How can you implement technical solutions without a skills section? I need to know what you can do and how you're implementing these technical solutions. Like, I see a lot of buzzwords: RSA macro tools, PowerShell scripts, Active Directory. Tucker, where do I find it? Thank you for the 25. You didn't have to do that, dude. So .NET and Java framework. So that's C# and Java, right? You don't have to put what you studied. They can Google what your degree is. You can take that off. Doesn't matter. You got more buzzwords, right? Like, so take all these out of your job descriptions and put them somewhere where you can find them. Also, you should try to get this to 1 page. I feel like you could get this to 1 page. There's a lot of white space here. But the color scheme's good. I see tons of stuff in here. Like, I'm just trying not to scroll too far up and sharing. Okay, here, I'll go back. I'm not going to scroll any further up. But like, yeah, you have .NET Core, APIs, and React.js. So make a skills section where people can just find all the buzzwords they need, like jQuery, React.js, Entity Framework, Stash, Bitbucket, Git, Control. You got tons of skills. It's just not easily readable. So if you're applying to a C# job, they're going to be like, where has this guy done in C# ever in his life? You're going to make them scroll down and read into this. I think so. Yeah, for sure they're going to do this. They match buzzwords, dude. The first person that looks at your resume is going to be HR usually before they make that screening call. So they're going to be like, okay, we posted the job online that said they need C#. Okay, where's it in his skills section? Oh, wait, he doesn't have one. Okay, so is there anything with the skills? I'm just going to scroll down. I don't see anything here. You know what I mean? Like, make a section where all of this can be easily found and identified with their job post. Yeah. Okay. So here are your technical projects, right? I can't get to them. Oh, okay, hold on. A comparison application between Neil Strauss's Book of Rules of the Game. I'd be careful with that. I'd be very careful with this. Rules of the Game talks about, like, you know, PUA, pickup artistry, right? Be careful. You might offend some people with that technical project if they know what this is. They might be like, oh, you're just one of those guys. Political canvassing app used for volunteers. Be careful with political apps as well. They might learn how you're leaning politically, which shouldn't matter, but again, it does. But you'll never get to know if they made a decision based off your political affiliation because they just won't have a conversation with you. Full stack web app. Yeah, I could probably use this one, but you need to, like, I need to be able to find them. I can't click on them. Give me links. Make this a link. Give me a link to the GitHub repo and give me a link to the demo. Other than that, it's fine. I remember you said you left your job too soon. Why was that? No, I don't remember saying that. Yeah. It's 11 o'clock. Holy moly. We'll do like a couple more. Tucker, where can I find the link to that one? My university suggested resume. I can't find the link, dude. Oh, wait, did you send it to me? Hold. Ah. All right, Tucker. Yeah, let's look at this. Yeah, you kind of like, all right, so there's a lot going on here. Let's break it down. We were talking about lending your car to your father so he could work. I think I said I left my job too early and that, like, oh my god. You see these curtains? It's a ghost. It's a ghost in my house right now. Bruh, can you not? Okay. I forgot what I was saying. Anyways. Yeah, I quit my job a little early, I think, when it came to money. Like, I was work. But I don't know. Honestly, I was dying inside, so I had to do it. Okay. Seeking a game development co-op. Don't say that. Don't say co-op. Just say seeking a game development position. If you apply to a co-op, then they know if it's a co-op. So just put seeking a game development position. Unity, C#, C++, Java, available June 20 to May 2021. A whole year you're available? Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. Just apply to the job. And then when they ask when you're available, tell them then. Otherwise, they might have a job posting that they could change the available dates. Why is this so difficult for me to talk? They might have a job posting where they exist outside of these dates, but if you were to talk to them, they'd be flexible. However, you're not going to get a chance to talk to them if they just see it here and exit out. RIT requires co-op to graduate. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. You can still apply to co-ops. Just don't put that in your resume. Just put position. GPA, yeah, it doesn't really matter in game dev, honestly. Like, does the game work? Are you shipping it? Does it have bugs? Can you fix those bugs? That's what matters, not GPA. Expected May 2021. That's kind of implied. You don't have to put expected because it's in the future, right? Skills, C#, Java, C++, OpenGL, DirectX, HLSL, Unity, Spine, Maya. I can't believe you don't have Unreal Engine on there. If you know C++, you should at least do a little Unreal Engine. So projects, make these clickable. I can't click on this. I should be able to click on them and see them and check them out. I'd still flip-flop. I'd put skills up here and then education at the bottom. So let's talk about your additional. Non-traditional student. What if they want to hire traditional students? Why would you say that? Why would you say I'm a non-traditional student? What does that mean? Does that mean you're disagreeable? Does that mean that you have a background in something else? Does that mean what does that mean? If you say non-traditional and you have a background in like medicine, that's going to kind of make you look scatterbrained. Not always, but like you don't need to say that either. Non-traditional. What if they're looking for that? Don't say that. A passion for game dev. Yeah, that's probably good. Seasoned professional with lots of soft skills. I don't think a professional would say lots of soft skills, honestly. And a versatile skill set. I would just say, yeah, a seasoned professional with a versatile skill set. Prior education for computer art and animation with primary focus on 3D graphics. 20 plus years of work experience. Oof, be careful there, dude. You're going to get hit with the ageism. Be very careful. Very careful with talking about how long you've been working. 20 plus years work experience. Now I know you are at least 20 years old when you say I have 20 plus years working. Ageism. Matter of fact, you are at least 20 years old. What if I don't want to hire someone that's over 20 years old? What if I want to hire 18-year-olds? You know, be careful with telling people how much experience you have unless you know for a fact they're not going to care about how old you are. Typically promoted to leadership roles. So I guess the question that they're going to ask you is, why did you leave if you were in a leadership role? Why did you work your way up the company and then decide to leave? Because they're going to ask themselves that same question of, are you going to work your way up our company and change your mind again? Be careful with that. Yeah, I think everything else is fine. Let me make sure that, did you put your portfolio on here? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, you don't have a portfolio on here. You need a portfolio link. For sure. 22 years old, 30 years of experience, yeah. Now I know he's at least 35, yeah. I've been hustling since before I was born. Been hustling in that before life. I hustle so much, I'm hustling in that afterlife and the before life. Yeah, I think we're good. I've been live for 2 hours. I have some stuff that I need to do. Does he inspect everyone? No, I don't have time to do that. But you could take all the tips and apply them to yours. Yeah, but it's not live at the moment? Okay. Anyways, I hope this helps. Oh, look, we got a hater. He just joined at the last minute. Hold on. Let's give him the attention that he wants. His mom probably didn't hug him enough. Look. We got Rafter. He says, "You negative POS, Josh. F off." It's cool, man. Look, here's the attention. Here's the validation that you need. We appreciate you, man. Thanks for hating. That donut life. Look, he's back. Alright, so I think that's it. I think we're good. I'm gonna go do some stuff. Hopefully this helps. Seriously, you can take all the tips and apply them to your resume, and if you want mine, it's in the description. You can go get it. Yeah, if I looked at all the resumes, I'd be here all day, so. I'm deep in the cringe. Jack, we'll do it in the next one. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. Again, maybe leave a like before you head out. And yeah, see you tomorrow, and probably some content that you didn't subscribe for type of video, since people keep leaving comments about my relationships. Anyways, I'll be back. I always forget something. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, alright. Bye, guys.